Bologna Milan post-match live reaction. Milan just lost against Bologna. "1-0 goal of Ndoye. I'm a volcano inside here. I have to try to keep it in all the emotions. But I want to start from congratulations to Bologna, because they, with the Percassi family in Bologna, they invest everything into this club, into the sport direction of this club. Last year they reached the Champions League, selling Zirkzee to United for what, 50, 60, 70 millions. They sold to Juve the new Pep Guardiola, Thiago Motta, and they invest everything into new talents, plus to Italiano, that we knew from last year playing for Fiorentina, and he was already good, ball possessions, high pressure, and so on. Great talent. Congratulations, winning the Coppa Italia since 1974, and that's all. Really, really congratulations to the Percassi family. It's actually fun to see a football sport project that it's evolving. Bologna from now on, because they beat Milan and they won a Coppa Italia, they are just raise up the level. They became Bologna. Now it's a respectful team to play in Serie A, like Atalanta, and like all the big ones. So congratulations. And this is the sports side of Old Rossonero, because and I'm friendly and I'm happy because I haven't started talking about Milan. Because in the moment that I start talking about Milan, it's gonna be painful. Because as an Old Rossonero tonight, we saw the end of a project. We saw the end of a lot of things, guys. That they all find their own answer into how this club is led, how the club, who are the managers of this club, what's the direction, and so on. So we're gonna analyze a little bit the match itself, and then you just have to let me go, because I have so much anger inside me then that I have to let it go somewhere. So the match itself between Milan and Bologna on the first 45 minutes was actually equal, beside the last high elbow over Gabbia that, in my opinion, should have called a red card for Bologna. Now, in the first few minutes, you can see a good play from Milan, from Rafaleao, Pulisic, Hernandez, a huge save from Skorupski, from over Jovic. That could be already a pivot moment, but Milan was not able to solve to score a goal. Then in the last minutes of the first half, there was, as I mentioned, over a corner kick of Milan, of Bologna actually, there was a high elbow, really did with anger. You can see the Bologna player did it like with anger. It was not just something that happened casually. And then, in my opinion, that's where the VAR should intervene, because what's the point? It makes me feel like, what's the point of having a VAR if you don't actually read those kind of situations where a Bologna player actually hitting with violence another player? That should be a red card, in my opinion. But eventually it was not a red card. The match finished on the first half with the 0-0. And in the beginning of the second half, Bologna scored like they score at Bologna scored around minutes 50, 51, 52 in this match. In San Siro, they actually scored at minutes 49. So kind of predictable, right? Good passing, good pass to Orsolini. Theo Hernandez, great save, but the ball save from Theo Hernandez actually went to Ndoye. Then Ndoye had all the time to place the ball rightly. It's like a penalty, and then he should scoring a goal to Mike Maignan. 1-0 from Bologna. And from that moment, the Bologna, rightfully so, they start playing with the clock. What does it mean? They start to be on the ground all the time. They start to having cramps. They start having problem with the head, because, by the rules of football, if you're hitting the head, you have to stop the game. So all the time the Bologna player, they were on the ground touching their hands, touching their heads. It was very frustrating. Milan changed a little bit with the Chukwueze, with Abraham, with Jimenez, but nothing really happened. I don't really recall a shot from Milan in the second half that to say, oh wow, we almost got there. Does Milan deserve to lose this match? Now, in my opinion, it's a final, so anything could happen. Bologna deserved to win this match. Maybe it was a campionato, maybe it was a goal from maybe a draw was okay, but in my opinion, for what we see in the field and what Milan didn't do in the second half, because it's a final, Bologna deserved the victory. And that's it. That's all I wanted to say for Milan. Now, I want to be honest with you guys. This is probably the third time that I'm recording this video, because every single time my emotions go over the match descriptions. But now I think the match description was pretty good, so I'm gonna keep the video, and it's gonna be just emotion. There is a part inside of me, I'll be very honest with you, this is gonna be a very honest video. There is a part of me that is extremely sad about this defeat. I wanted to go to Rome. Eventually I didn't go for personal reason, but I wanted to go to Rome because I felt like, oh fuck yes, we beat Inter 3-0, and we're gonna get this Coppa Italia done. We're gonna have the trophy. It's not gonna be such a bad season, but well, you know, bringing the Coppa Italia, last time that we brought 2 trophies in Milan in a season was back in 2002-2003 with Ancelotti. So I was like, let's do it. And losing this, there is a part of me that it's so too much that it get me really frustrated. It get me really nervous because 35 million for Jimenez in January, Rafa Leao, 7 million, Theo Hernandez, Fofana, Reinders, freaking Pulisic, the best American goal scorer, goal assist, and ghosted tonight. Fofana couldn't keep one single ball. Reinders disappeared on the right hand side. Jimenez like a kid's playing. Theo Hernandez never seen tonight. Leao, it's time to go. The defense, enough. Gabbia can keep a freaking ball. Pavlovic is slow. Tomori is always getting a yellow card. I got something for everyone. And you know that better than me. You just want to be polite. You just don't want to say it. But you know that is the team. Okay? But I have to say that I will be, if Milan was winning tonight, I would be happy for the players, especially for one. There's not even a player, it's the coach. I will be happy for Conceição, because I know that Conceição actually, he's the only one that is trying to push this freaking player, this freaking club to say, let's do something. We are AC Milan, we must win. And I don't blame this on Conceição for some reason. I don't blame it. Okay? So I am super sad about that. I have to see the play. So there is a side inside me that it's sad, that it's frustrated, it's nervous, and it's like the most basic part of a Milan fan that I'm frustrated for this. But the thing is, from this year, I evolved from this year. I'm not anymore that kind of fan. I don't care about Milan winning, losing, because I know that's not the problem. I know that that's not where the problems are coming from. The problems are coming from above. So there is a little part inside me that is happy. Because I cannot stand the idea of having Scaroni and Forlani slapping to my face for the entire summer saying that that was a successful season. I can't. This one was a shitty season. And you didn't need the victory of Coppa Italia to tell you that that was a shitty season. Now it's confirmed. It's been a shitty season. But I told you yesterday on the video, I told you in the video before, I told you in the video against Bologna, I told you in the video against Genoa, I told you in the video against Roma, that this has been a shitty season. We don't need to know tonight that it's been a shitty season. But because we always give the doubts of the passion to say, oh yeah, but maybe we can win the trophy. This season we didn't win a trophy. Tonight we didn't win a trophy. We lost against Bologna. Last Coppa Italia won is in 1974. 74. Okay? That's who beat us. So, we need a freaking revolution, guys. There is no comments to say, well, why are you so pessimistic? We're probably gonna get 4th place and maybe we're gonna win 2 trophies in a season. It's not that bad. That is a extremely average fan that is get used to being average. But questi colori, these colors here, they don't represent average. They represent elite. So, I don't have anything else to say tonight. I think it's been a long day. I've been working from 6 a.m. It's, 5 minutes to 1. Working until 6 and then getting the match done. Watching the match and then do a video reaction. Probably tomorrow, the day after, we're gonna do a video because I'm sure the Scaroni, Furlani, Moncada, they're gonna find their excuses. I don't trust them anymore. Don't trust them anymore. I don't know what else. This team have to show you that the management is horrible. And we need a freaking revolution. And Redbird, Elliott, Scaroni, Furlani, and Jerry Cardinale, but mainly Elliott and Scaroni, they have to leave this club as soon as possible because they are leading us towards the direction of de-Milanizations, of de-Italianize. Because once you remove the passion from people, it's easier to control. Because when people have passion, they are blind, like we are right now. When people are not passionate anymore, they don't have tradition anymore, they just become numbers, they become tourists, they become guests, or clients, let me tell you, not guests, clients. That's easier to control. That's where they want to lead us into it. As a old rossonero, I'm scared, and to be honest, I'll be very frank with you. This summer they can bring me Pep Guardiola and prime Lionel Messi. I still believe that we're gonna struggle to reach 4th place. Not because of the skills of the coach, not because of the skills of the player, but because there is no project up there. There is no solid project up there. Scares me. This is very scary, guys. It's hard also it's also hard to say believe, because I I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this. I don't. I believe in the colors. Solo la maglia. That's the only thing we got left, guys. The colors, the badge, that's the only thing that we got. Oh God, that is horrible, man. Fuck, I hate this, man. They really. Anyway, believe. Have a good night, bro.